I don't know if anybody deals with this, but I don't understand why your body likes to attack you at random times. Like when you're walking and your knee just decides to go out. What is that all about? You're walking and your knee's just like, forget it, I'm done. It's like it's getting back at you for something you've done, like maybe in the middle of the night, you bumped your knee against the counter or something, and it's all ticked off, and it's like, I'll get him. Next time he's walking by, hey ladies, how's it going? Okay. Sorry. Just something I do, it's cool. And I wake up in the middle of the night, and my arm is, and it's not just asleep, it's dead. The arm has got such a horrible tingling sensation that it's like nerve endings are just coming from nowhere, and it's all over the place, and you touch it and it spreads to your entire body. You can't put pressure on it, you can't do anything with it. This is the most horrendous. It's like as if your arm or your leg or something can go into REM sleep. This is what it does. My mother told me this remedy that she came up with. I kid you not. She told me to put spit crosses on it. Spit crosses. I'm not joking. Spit crosses. So here, what she wants me to do is to lick myself. If my arm is falling asleep, so not only is my arm asleep now, but I look like a cat grooming myself. So my arm's asleep, and so I'm trying to slap it up there. It was a lot more painful too when it was my foot. So I honestly, I think now, because I was a child, I was naive, so I believed it. I honestly think now that my mom was just messing with me. I think she probably was like, look at this stupid kid. So and that's how my mom talks. She got a really deep voice. Look at this stupid kid. I'm just kidding, she doesn't talk like that. She would just look at me and I'd be there licking myself. It's ridiculous, it didn't work. That's where I started to realize though that parents mess with their kids. That's one I know. Yeah, I know, it's unbelievable, isn't it? But they're trying to get back at their parents for having messed with them, I think is what it is. So I started thinking about other things that parents do, and this is something. Okay, do we have parents out there? Anyone who's a parent? There you go. Okay. You will know, and kids, you'll probably know. Anybody have parents? Yeah. All right. You guys will all know the answer to this. Okay, this is a question you would ask your parents. You would ask your parents a question. Can I have this? Can I go do this? Something like that. And your parents would give you. It wasn't a no. It wasn't a no, but there was no way they were ever going to say yes. What is the answer that parents would say to you? You would ask them, and what would they say?
Let me think about it.
We'll see. We'll see. But they never see. They don't look into it. It's a lie. It's a lie, but it's not a lie. It's what parents do to try and make you think that they're gonna look into it like there's an investigation or something. Can I go spend the night at Jimmy's house? I don't know. We're gonna have to get the reports back and see. They don't look into it. It's nothing that they're gonna actually concern with, but they just don't want to tell you no. Be honest. I'm gonna be honest with my kids. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I don't have kids. But when I have kids, I want to be honest with them. But I'm afraid I'm gonna be honest to a fault. See, I'm afraid that one day, like, my kid's gonna come up to me and he's gonna be like, Daddy, I have a joke. I'm like, okay. Let me hear your joke. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I touch my knees when I do that. So my kid's going to come, Daddy, I have a joke. Okay. Well, what is it? Knock, knock. Who's that? No, I'm doing the joke. You want to do the joke? Because it's not a good one. So he comes up and says, knock, knock. Who's there? Dog. Dog who? Dog will eat the bone. Okay, Joey, that was terrible. Let me tell you why. First of all, the setup was bad. And that's what I'm afraid I'm going to do that to my kid. I'm going to critique him for his comedy or something like that, which is bad. But, he's got to learn. And I will tell you, if my kid tells me that joke, the one thing that will be like the saving grace for me is I will at least know that I won't have to raise a kid who's going to end up being a poor comedian like his dad. So that's... For those who didn't get it, I'm the poor comedian, just saying. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to put some charts up here and explain my jokes after every single one. I love kids. I can't wait to have kids. I can't wait to have kids and have them move out because they're driving me nuts. I think about it, and I think about how the first time I moved out. You guys remember the first? Who doesn't live with their parents anymore? Yeah, I can't raise my hand on that one. Do you guys remember when you first moved out? How freeing it was? And that was this amazing thing. I mean, it's your place. You can do whatever you want. You clean your room. I'm not going to clean my room. It's my room. It's in my place. I'm not going to clean. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw the underwear over here. It's part of the decor. And then when I need that underwear, I'm going to replace it with dirty socks because I want to keep the motif fresh. Continue with this dirty laundry style that I have there. The favorite thing though for me when I moved out and I had my own place was shopping. The first time I got to go grocery shopping, man, that was like the coolest thing ever. I got to go and buy stuff that I could never have as a kid. I got to go, I'm walking down the aisle and I'm like amazed. I'm like, cupcakes, yeah, I need those. Yep, family-sized Cocoa Puffs, of course, yes. 16 2-liters of Coke, why not? Bring it on, whatever. I spent like an hour and a half just staring at the different like Nestle cookies, trying to figure out which one. I bought them all. It didn't matter. I can't pay rent, but hey, I've got a fridge full of junk food. That's what matters. I don't know if anybody's like me, but I'm always afraid of buying the last item of anything. Like when you get there and you see it, you're like, oh, I need some Wheaties. Well, how come this is the only box? What did every other consumer know but me about this box of Wheaties? Is there something wrong with this? Is this somebody playing a joke? Where's the camera? Is this allowing me to grab it and it's gonna blow up in my hand, right? Something like that. It's gonna make me a little nervous there. You know, like I'm afraid like I'm gonna get it and it's like a haunted box of Wheaties. You know, like I take it home, open it up, oh, this ghost pops out. That's messed up. That's not funny. You know what would be cool is a genie. What if a genie popped out?
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool. Grant you 3 wishes for no reason whatsoever. You know, no, I take it back. I don't want that. I'm afraid. I have this fear. That somehow in my line, in my lineage of life, I've been bestowed a random genie. I'm afraid that somebody somewhere down the line like gave my family like this random genie. And at some point in my life, you know, I'm going to hit this age and the genie's just going to pop out when I wish for something. So I'm very careful with my wishes. I'm afraid I'm going to be walking down the street, man, that pizza was kind of nasty. I wish I had some gum. Boom! Hello there! I have brought you gum! Good luck with the next 2 wishes, sucker! That's what I'm afraid. I'm afraid that's going to happen. Yeah. And I'm walking down the street and I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have said that. Bam! Oh no! My gum is gone! And now I'm down to 1 wish. That's all I have left. I'm very fearful of that, so you know, careful what you wish for. You know, you could have a random genie out there. Anybody could. We don't know. I lived here in Arizona my entire life. One of the things that you never get used to, besides the 1,000-degree temperatures outside, is the creatures that take up residence in your home different times of year. And I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking or in-laws. I'm talking about snakes and spiders and scorpions and the like. Now I apologize if I offend anybody with this, but I don't like them in there. And I mean, if I can, I will usher them out the door or sweep them out a window or something, or hit them with a hammer, whatever's closest. I don't hit them with a hammer. It's usually a shoe because it's a lot easier to flip them off. But I realize that I'm within my rights. Because, okay, if I'm walking through the desert, and I'm walking through, you know, just randomly not paying attention, and there's a snake right there, and I don't see him, he has every right to snap and bite me. Every single right, because I'm in his domain. I'm in his terrain. I'm in his area. You know, I mean, I'm basically an intruder at this point. I don't know. He has every right to snap at me. Same goes for me. If he's in my house, okay, the snake's slithering along on the tile floor, which he did not lay, by the way. Slithering on the tile floor, looks up and goes, yeah, there's a big screen TV about. There's the coat rack. He didn't buy a coat rack. What does he need it for? A tube sock? No, you know, he's in my house. He's a belt now. Which is good, because now I can have it go along with the cockroach purse that I made my girlfriend. Just like, why not? Waste not, want not, I say. You know, let me tell you something. I have discovered this about women, about your purses. It's some sort of ancient tradition that's been passed down from woman to woman. It is called marking your territory with your purse. This is what you do. When you hand your purse off to your husband or boyfriend, you are now marking your territory when you have him hold it. And this is especially true when they're out shopping and they want to try something on. And they say, here, hold this for me. And as men, what do? We have no choice. We have to hold it. We have to hold that purse. And at that point, they have now marked their territory. And there's absolutely no reason to do this because I've been in every fitting room. Not every fitting room, but it's a generalization, people. I've been in fitting rooms and they have hooks on them. They have chairs, they have tables, they have things. There's a floor. You're not hovering, set it down. It's not that difficult. Why? Why must you have the man hold it? You don't look. Do you look for a man in the store when you're by yourself? Excuse me, sir. Sir, could you please hold my purse? I'm incapable of changing clothes with a purse near me. That's not what you do. You do this to mark your territory, which is absolutely unnecessary. Because if a man is in a women's clothing department or women's clothing area, he's there for only 2 reasons. 1, he's with a woman who is purchasing something. 2, he is purchasing something for a woman. Of course, there is always that creepo over on the side. Let me hold your purse. Let me hold your purse. Okay, that guy, stay away from him. Where did I put my hat? But so there's absolutely no reason, because what it becomes is it becomes like a collar for a dog. You have now marked your territory. Other women walk by. Oh, he's cute. Oh, wait, look, he's taken. He has a master. No, he's got a purse. That's what it is. That's what it is. And women they do this in the fitting rooms, but not as much when they go to the bathroom. Because there's stuff in the purse that they need. Stuff that they need. Oh, by the way, women, when you hand off your purse to your man, he has every right to rifle through it at that point. It is our God-given right at that point to go ahead and go through every single thing, because we want to know why it weighs 80 pounds. I'm surprised that all women with a purse are not bodybuilders, because those things are ridiculously heavy. And once you become a mother, it like increases the size of it. Like 10-fold. It's ridiculous. You have everything in there. It's like, you open it up, it's like Walgreens right there in your purse. Which is good, because sometimes I need some jujubes in there. But they won't make you hold it when they go to the bathroom, because they need stuff in it. Let me tell you, when I go to a public bathroom, the only thing I need is privacy. For those of you who know me, I'm a very nervous goer. I don't like people around me when I'm going. I don't like people when I'm at home by myself. I don't like people around me. I don't want anything going on. Especially when I'm in the public restroom. I don't like to sit there with only 2 inches of busted metal between me and the next guy who's singing or something. And the graffiti on there, I'm not so much concerned about what's written. It's the fact that it's grammatically incorrect or it's misspelled. I mean, if you're going to write something there, learn the difference between your and you are your. That's all. That little side note there. But I like privacy. I don't like anybody around. One thing though, if you guys go to the bathroom here, it's kind of cool. They've got those automatic faucets that just kind of turn on, which is really cool. And I'm all for that. The automatic faucets, the automatic soap dispensers and everything. So you don't have to touch anything. If we can get ourselves to float and levitate, we'll be set for the rest of our lives. But these things are great. I do have to kind of digress on this though, because I'm not a fan of the, not so much a fan, because it's going to be offended now, the paper towel dispensers. And I say that because they're needy. The paper towel dispensers are codependent, because you take a paper towel and it's like, here's, you have another one. And so, okay, thanks. And you take it, here's another one. And you go, okay, here's another one. And another. And you're standing there holding like 600 paper towels, because you don't want to let this paper towel dispenser down. It is now given of its life to you. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to take one and run. And just get out of there. And I know I've caused it to cry. I know the paper towel dispensers, why did he leave me? I gave him everything he needed. The other thing I don't like actually, and I can deal with that, is the motion sensor lights. The motion sensor lights, I can tell you a real quick story. I had a bad experience. I went to the restroom, and I go in there, and I'm preparing myself to take care of what I need to take care of. The toilet seat liner down and everything. Pull out my phone so I can start texting people. Oh, not one of you here has ever not received or sent a toilet text. Every single person who texts has done that. So some people were back there right now doing it. Tell me what he said, I can't hear. So I sit there and I prepare myself, and after a few minutes, suddenly the lights go out. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. Now, I'm not necessarily a panicky person, but I don't like this. I don't like being in this confined area where it's all dark. So I do, what I can think of, and I start taking toilet paper and I make wads and I throw them over the door. I'm going to try and get this motion sensor to work. I do it a few times. After about 20 minutes, my arm's getting sore, the light's not on. So I decide to do, again, the next best thing. I'm going to try and scooch to the edge of the seat, open that door, and wave. Apparently this is one really non-sensitive dispenser because it's not working. So The next step is to stand up and waddle to the edge, open the door, kind of look around because it's dark, like anybody else is going to see me. But I want to make sure, and wave, and still nothing's going on. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to go for it. So I walk out of the thing. Mind you, I didn't have the forethought to actually pull my pants up at this point. So I'm waddling to where I think the door is, and waving, and the lights came on because someone walked in. Not just someone, but a 65-year-old woman. And I take this guess because I didn't ask her for her age. We didn't converse. So I'm standing there, and she looks at me. I look in the mirror, and at this point, I realize there are no urinals in this restroom. So it's kind of a big faux pas on several parts. It's all right, though. She sent me a Facebook friend request, so we're good. Man, I wish I would have told that story. Oh, dang, there's my third wish. Thank you guys very much. You guys have been great.